October when I came to this church, Zola used to say to me, Zola was my best friend from growing up. She used to say to me, come to my church, come to my church. And I'm the kind of person that I want to hear God say to me first, go there, before somebody else tells me. And I remember God saying to me, that is where you will get everything that you've ever desired. Go to that church. By then, it was only Center of Grace. It was not Restoration Church. When Papa announced that this church is Restoration Church, I knew it was a stamp on the voice of God when God said to me, I'm going to get everything I've ever wanted. And in October last year, Papa prophesied and said, God is going to bless me with a job at a bank, and it's going to wipe away the tears I've cried for 5 years. And the salary is going to amount to the tears that I've cried for 5 years. When I went back on I was like, no, this is too much. Whatever that he's saying, how can that be possible? From where I come from, jump so high, it's impossible. But anyway, I kept on praying. I kept on saying, God, fulfill this prophecy. You say to me, the man that I'm going to is your son. He is a true man of God. He's a true prophet of God. If that is the case, fulfill his words upon my life. But when the months kept on going, I said, but the months are going on and on. Nothing is happening. What is going on? But I kept on trusting in God. I kept on having faith in God. But I was a crybaby. You know when you come to a place and you find a father and a mother and a grandmother, you just become a child. I cried. I was crying to Papa each and every day, saying, Dad, no, what is going on? Because things got worse at home. But he kept on saying to me, God is going to fulfill his promise. Just be strong. Trust in God. I had no money to come to church, but I would call him and say, Dad, I want to come to church. I don't have money to come to church. Not by fail. He did not even give me money. Just was enough to come to church. He made sure that I have extra money to be able to apply for jobs. And after that, I kept on holding on. I remember I would send my CVs, go to interviews, and people will be happy, but they will not call me back and say, this is your job. And it kept on going on and on and on. But God is great, church. God is in this place. Let's forget about being prophesied or having miracles. The word in this church is amazing. The word is prophecy enough to fulfill what we desire. Even when Lazarus was resurrected, Jesus spoke words. He did not speak prophecy, but he spoke words. So in this church, there is God. God is in this church. And the word that we get, don't take it for granted. It works. On Friday, 3 months ago, I received a call from my best friend. Papa was talking about destiny helpers. I remember I went back home and I prayed for destiny helpers. And 3 months ago, I received a call from my best friend from primary in 2001. The last time I saw her, it was 2001. And she said, my friend, I'm not sure if you are still working at a bank, but there's a position at a certain bank. And when they told me about this position, she's in the recruitment center. When they told me about this position, I remembered you. And I said, God, you are amazing. And they called me for an interview, the first interview, the second interview. The third interview, the CEO of the company wanted to see me. On Friday, he gave me an offer. An offer that wiped away tears of 5 years. And it was not
Is that how you celebrate?
And it's not just any position. It's an operation service junior manager position.
How you celebrate?
Oh, Jesus! And on top of that offer, I get a car allowance. I get a house allowance. And an education allowance for the son. And an education allowance for the son that they said is going to die. I just want to say thank you to Jesus. I want to say thank you to my father. I want to say thank you to my mother. I want to say thank you to my grandmother. I came here and I found a family. And that was one thing that I've always longed for in my life. And I want to say glory to Jesus.